Is God in school? That would make a really good podcast with Jesus, don't you think? And I bet Jesus would tell us about all those Bible stories that we have where Jesus was a young child in school. Wait a minute, there's none of those. We don't have any of those. So what would Jesus tell us about? Well, he might tell us about all the different places in the Bible where he would go that maybe he wasn't welcomed or accepted, but still went to point out that God was already there, whether those folks realized it or not. There were people that he went to that even church back then didn't want people associating with them. And Jesus said, those are the people that God loves maybe the most. Well, that's kind of like school. We have this thing called separation of church and state in our country. And as Lutherans, we're fans of that. It's an important part of our country, but it doesn't mean that God's not in school. It just means that we got to be careful about staying in our lanes about certain things. So if you're going to school and you're starting this week, I want you to know God's going with you. Just like we say in the benediction at the end of church, God goes before you to show you the way, behind you to encourage you, beside you to be your friend. God goes to school with you because you're going to school and you're a child of God. Some people wear maybe a cross on their backpack or something like that just to remind themselves of that. If you need one, let us know. We'll get one for you. I bet Jesus would remind us that when you go to school this week, you are going with God alongside. But it would still make a pretty good podcast with Jesus.